Please insert.
What's going on, everybody? It's Saul Sunforge here, Perfect Swim Entertainment. How is everybody doing today? Man. So last time you seen our nostalgia play, we finished Quest for Glory 3. We're about to start Quest for Glory 4, my favorite Quest for Glory, and one of the first games that featured talking. Actually, this game came out, and I think if I had to bet money on it, I'd say this game is from 1994, but it's my favorite Quest for Glory, and the one that when I was talking in the first Quest for Glory, at the beginning, how I said, these games kind of shaped who I am as a person. Like, they meant that much to me, like deep. It was mostly talking about the Quest for Glory 4. And if you watch the whole series, you'll know that I just kept referring to Quest for Glory 4. So we're going to go ahead and get that started for you today. And, man, I'm really tired. I haven't went to sleep last night. It's 10:30 in the morning. I haven't went to sleep last night, nothing. But, I'm ready. I hope I'm ready. I'm tired, but I'm ready.
Your character has been successfully imported. Welcome to Shadows of Darkness.
Your character is being imported as a paladin only if this is incorrect. Indicate profession below. I kind of want to be a thief again, because the Thieves Guild quests in here, like, I think they're the best. But, yeah, because we were already a paladin, we're not going to be a paladin again, because paladin and fighter is pretty much the same. We've been both of those. We might be a thief, and then we might be a wizard in Quest for Glory 5. I'm thinking. We might be a thief again in Quest for Glory 5. I don't know. Alright, so here's our character, Jonathan Davis. We got 100 points to play with over here. Our strength wasn't over 200. Yeesh. So a new thing that they added into this Quest for Glory is acrobatics. You can do flips if your acrobatics is good enough, and you can do like further out the better your acrobatics is. This Quest for Glory, it's a great game, man, and I hope that it's not just nostalgia talking. I actually loved this game, and I still do. And it's just, it's good. It's a good time. I'm trying to think of what I want to improve. I guess. There we go. That looks alright to me. I mean, some of the stats are low, some are hideously low, but we should be fine. We got through, worse. I'll be quiet.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place. The only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here?
How in blazes?
And how in blazes can you get out of here?
Make that 5 burning questions.
No, make that 5.
What city did your luggage end up in this time?
What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Sorry, I could do that the whole time. The whole game I could do that. And look at this. This is the first question. Look at the cursor. It's an eye, so it's looking around. And then the hand is grabbing. And the mouth, with cute little vampire teeth. And footsteps. It looks like they're walking. Pretty cool. I don't know how fast this is going to be, so we're going to put the skill level all the way down for right now. Because it goes off of how fast your processor is and all that stuff.
The desiccated corpse is half buried in the rock of the cave floor.
But I'm not going to tell you who that narrator is, but listen to his voice and see if you can pick it out. It's a popular movie franchise. And I think that should... It's a movie franchise that has... Sorry, I was watching my buddy Boomy. It's a movie franchise that has at least 2 movies in it. That's all I'm saying.
You search the desiccated body. The only still usable item is a dagger which you pick up. However, lying around the bones are some coins. 5 golden coins. Each have a crown stamped onto them. And 13 small copper coins, each stamped 1 kopeck. A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks. It's a rotted, ancient... You find 30 assorted copper and gold coins on the body.
Now, this game was very famous or infamous, however you want to say it, depending on how you look at it, I suppose, for errors. A lot of them. So that's why in the past playthroughs, you see me save it a lot. And it's because of that.
Your attacks have no effect on the door.
I'm not trying to attack it. Isn't that how you open it? You force the sphincter to pass through, right? Come on.
The valve won't budge. If you had a bit more light, maybe you'll be able to see how to open it.
Okay.
Hey, careful. You could cut yourself with that.
Let's turn the speed up a bit.
You strike sparks off the flint using your dagger. Torch soon begins to burn, almost as if by magic. You take the torch. Your attacks have no effect on the...
I'm not trying to attack the door, man.
It seems to be a kind of stone valve, acting as a door to the passageway beyond. You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
There we go.
You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
Alright, we gotta lower the speed because I'm pretty sure we have to fight here pretty soon. And be on the lookout for little markings like this on this little stone rock here under the eye. Those are thief markings. Only thieves will see them.
Those scratches on the cave floor look deliberate. They must be a thief mark.
We can't go into any of those ones yet. Oh, that's the fighter. The fighter fights here. It's some bats. They're called batters in the game.
You cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm. You just barely made it across the pit.
There's a wind blowing here. The way the mage gets, the magic user gets across is he levitates, and he pulls out a cloth, and the wind catches the cloth like a sail, and the levitation spell combined with the cloth make him float across. And then the fighter, I don't remember. Does he cross? I think he crosses hand over hand.
You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
This game was actually, besides CD, before that, this game was actually on, like, I think, like 7 hard disks.
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you. But I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia.
As a little kid, I had a super big crush on that girl. I'm not afraid to say that.
Be careful.
I was like
There are
10,
many bad things
and
wandering around.
her voice was just,
Good luck.
I just loved it.
Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
The 6-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack. The path is dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it.
I'm going to try to talk a little bit less in this one since there's a narrator and he does a phenomenal job. But I'll briefly put comments in as needed. But other than that, I don't really shouldn't need to. Just think of it as commentary on this commentary or the situation, whatever it may be. Mostly it's going to be on the characters. This game is full of many awesome characters and parody characters, as you'll soon see, or should I say here. In like Quest for Glory 1, this has woods in it. Although these woods obviously they look better. It's a little bit better. But now that I'm looking at the game after I've played Quest for Glory 1, just the remake just so soon ago, in the recent past, I actually think the Quest for Glory 1 remake might look, I don't know. Some places it looks better, and some places it doesn't,
You grab a handful of rocks.
But yeah, it's set up more like an arcade. You see at the top, your health is up there, and your stamina, and your magic. It's up there. It's really cool. That it's just like displayed like that for you. So you don't have to go into your stats as much. I mean, it's still beneficial too. But you can see how much each rock throw does towards my stamina. I'm not gonna claim to totally remember exactly how the forest works, but I mean, like where the town is and all that stuff in relation. But I do remember this screen, so I remember some of it. There we go. There's a town. God, I love this game.
An old stump by the side of the road makes a convenient resting place for passers-by. You find 5 crowns that someone hid in the hollow stump. They're covered with mold and dirt, and have obviously been long since forgotten.
You
take an ear of the corn and put it away in your...
You nibble some corn, huh?
You nibble some corn.
I'm going to be doing that a lot too. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here?
He's the Burgomeister.
You strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here. My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the Burgomeister of this town. Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you.
He's clearly suspicious.
This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way. The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles.
Let's ask him about the inn.
The Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is safe place to spend the night. The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels.
He really wants me to continue, huh? He does not want me here. It's because he's suspicious of strangers.
There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it. Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here.
This is another one of the games where you could click yourself and tell him things instead of asking him things.
The Burgermeister stares at you suspiciously. You tell the Burgermeister about how you came here.
Do you expect me to believe such a story? That you could walk out of that cave alive? That the cave would be open? Tell me no more lies.
Tell me no more lies.
Leave here quickly. Go, and soon.
It's not gonna happen, sir.
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure.
His sound is messed up. Like it's mixing the new sound with the sound from like the hard disks, because obviously for the hard disks you couldn't you wouldn't be able to have good sound. God, that sounds terrible. It sounds like he's beeping a horn at me. Oh my God, sir.
Igor. Just Igor. Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild. Town Mordavia. This north part of town. Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there. Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave. Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there. Again.
Again?
Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not no doctor make strange things in lab. Igor not no funny man in inn not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things.
As he tells you everything.
Bad building. No go there. Bad, bad, bad. Oh, this day job. Also work great.
headstone carver stares at you and then goes back to work. He looks at you and then goes back to work.
Anna? Have you seen my Anna?
I am Nikolai. Have you seen my Anna? Anna, have you seen my Anna? I am looking for Anna. Have you seen Anna?
You greet the old man.
Good day. Have you seen my Anna?
You tell the old man goodbye.
If you see Anna, tell her I am looking for her.
It's a memorization puzzle. It gets harder every time you go.
You hear something bouncing around behind the door. A lot of somethings. How interesting. It sounded as though someone knocked on the other side of the door as well, several times.
It's those Antwerps. Just so you know. But we'll save it. I'll open it so you can see. The baby Antwerps.
Oh no, you've been Antwerped. Fortunately, these are just baby Antwerps, so the attack wasn't fatal. Behind the door is a sort of rat maze, but it's missing the rat, or whatever is supposed to be traversing the maze.
See the statue below the gum? Now, since I opened this, sometimes you'll see the Antwerps hop. There it is, hopping from one hole to the other. Welcome to the Transcendental Receiving Animal Processor. You can analyze the creature you wish to capture, then apply the proper bait. If the animal is in the immediate vicinity, the trap will catch it for you. If the animal is not in the area, you'll just have to catch it yourself. But at least you'll know what to feed it. Are you ready to identify an animal? Yes. Does it move? Yes. Does it have legs? No. Does it bounce? Yes. Is it alive? Yes. It's a snake that swallowed a rubber ball. No. Oh, then you must want a kangaroo. No. No? Oh, I know. It's a frog. Refugee from a French restaurant. No. Surely you can't be trying to catch a baby Antwerp. You gotta be kidding. Don't say I didn't warn you, but if you really must catch one, baby Antwerps love avocado. So does baby Saul Sunforge. And grown Saul Sunforge, for that matter. We both do.
You don't have any rations. You better get some food soon.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
So, you are still around, are you? When are you leaving Mordavia?
As soon as you pick your shirt out of your belly button.
This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, well, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already. must know. My name is Olga Stovich. What's your name, stranger? And what are you doing in Mordavia?
You tell her a few things about yourself.
Oh, professional hero, huh? Easy to say, hard to do. We'll see. What would you like to know about?
She's like the town gossip.
Yeah, Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really runs the inn. Her husband just gives orders. Someday she'll give Yuri a piece of her mind, and good for her. The things she puts up with. Bella, she was a pretty woman not long ago. Was not called Bella for nothing. Losing her only child really aged her. What a tragedy. The castle north of town was abandoned for many years. Then, some strangers moved in 4 years ago. No one knows what goes on there now. But it won't be for the good, I'll tell you.
She looks like a peanut.
Werewolves are gypsies, no question about it.
Yeah.
They change into wolves at night, eating anyone they can get. Nothing can kill a werewolf but silver or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night, you hear me? The gypsy camp is not at all that far from here. That is a bad place, and you'd better have nothing to do with it. It is
Be right
dangerous
back.
and should have been torn down long ago. Many a stranger never came back after asking questions about it. So don't let your curiosity be the death of you. You're polite, aren't you? And manners are as manners do, as my husband used to say. We'll see.
Alright. So we bought everything we can. We'll come back and get more rations
Goodbye.
if we
Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say,
Come
may
back and
the
get-
winds blow fair at your back.
come back and get more rations as we need them.
What is it you want?
To tell the Burgermeister about your adventures in Shapir.
So, you are the son of a sultan. Your stories are better than 1001 Nights. The Adventurers Guild is in the north part of town, but it's closed and boarded up. There have been no adventurers here since the road was flooded. By the laws of the land, I must give you the key for the asking. Perhaps it will be of some use to you. Nikolai is an old man and easily confused. His wife has been missing for years now. He cannot face the fact that she is gone.
Yeah, sad.
Dr. Cranium is an idiot and a madman. If you are wise, you will stay away from him.
And of course we won't.
Nothing.
I wasn't even paying attention. Crap. Green, 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 blue. There we go. Turn into a song.
You bait the trap with avocado from your sandwich. Avocado was never high on your list of favorite foods anyway.
Yeah, it was.
The trap starts working.
So once one hops by, the trap will get it in the plunger. Bless you.
Oh, fortune. The bust's eyes seem to follow you as you walk through the hallway. You've caught an Antwerp. It's simply amazing.
It's a pun because I need to use it on the maze.
This is the Antwerp maze. Antwerps are naturally bouncy, so all you have to do is continually rotate the maze until the baby Antwerp bounces over to the key, then out through the exit.
So I slow it down. So this way you could do it.
This is...
You. You. Almost got it.
Congratulations.
There we go.
You've used the baby Antwerp to get Dr. Cranium's laboratory key from the maze. You add the key to your keyring.
Slowing down the speed actually didn't do anything. That's only for my speed, I forgot. I could lower the cycles though in DOSBox if I need to. Alright, now this is it's a mosaic. Boom. I'm remembering quite a bit of this. This is cool. Alright, so then we go in here, get the key. And now we're in.
Quickly, Igor, the fluid. I must have the fluid. Oh, excuse me. I thought it was Igor coming in to assist me. He helps out in the lab sometimes. Now then, what can I do for you?
You say hello to the scientist.
Welcome to my laboratory. You must have more than the usual intelligence and perseverance to have made it in here.
You introduce yourself to Dr. Cranium and tell him a little about your adventures.
I should be most interested to hear about your travels and your scientific discoveries along the way. Unfortunately, I have very little time for that right now. Perhaps we can discuss your adventures when you next return.
You explain to Dr. Cranium that magic is really a lot like science and even deals with the same elements.
Oh, nonsense! There's no such thing as magic. There is only science. What you call magic is simply scientific phenomena that have not yet been properly investigated and catalogued. My name is Dr. Cranium. I am Moldavia's chief scientist and a certified genius. Some call me mad, but I much prefer Dr. Cranium. Ah, yes, science. I'm glad you asked. Science is the process of systematically increasing our knowledge of the world through observation and experiment. Unfortunately, some of the townspeople here seem to have no concept of the wonders of science. Some of them even claim my little inventions are magical. Such poppycock. There's no such thing as magic. Still, the townspeople insisted that I should be able to use my magic to cure wounds and sickness. I told them that I am a scientist, not a doctor, but they wouldn't listen. I had little choice but to concoct some simple elixirs. They were childishly pleased. Science is really so simple once you understand it.
I think everything will be simple once you understand it, right?
Oh, you must mean my patented healing drink. You may have my last one. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the formula for its main ingredient. If you can help me remember it, I will be able to make some more healing drinks, although the work is very time-consuming.
Alright, this is something that's in the manual. Water, fire, water, earth, fire.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
We'll go through the ones he needs.
If you want to improve your stamina, then you should make sure you eat a healthy diet from all the different food groups and get plenty of aerobic exercise. That is science. Oh, you must mean my new universal poison antidote. You may have this one, but I will need some help with the formula to make more. Also, I am afraid I only have time to make one each day.
Camlin. Pizza. Water. Wind. Earth. Water.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
You ask Dr. Cranium if he can spare an empty flask for specimen collection.
Of course, of course. I am always delighted to assist scientific research of any kind, and I have plenty of flasks. You may have this one.
You ask Dr.
Of course.
Alright.
Experiments are the meat and drink of science. First, you must come up with a hypothesis based on your understanding of the scientific elements. Then perform an experiment to test the hypothesis. Afterwards, you have a pizza.
Then you ask him about pizza.
Pizza is a crucial ingredient in many scientific
Pizza is a
formulas.
crucial
There
ingredient
is
in many
nearly
scientific
infinite
formulas.
variation in its effects, depending on whether one starts with pepperoni, mushrooms, artichokes, or plain cheese. One should always order extra pizza in case the experiment requires additional materials. Besides, science is hungry work. If you want to improve your...
Alright.
Essential etheric fluid is an important ingredient in my formula for reanimating dead bodies. It contains the essence of the element of water, the most important ingredient in life science. Igor is the gravedigger and tombstone carver. Business has been slow lately, perhaps because there are very few people left in town. So Igor sometimes comes in to help me with my work. The cemetery is outside of town to the east. It has proven a fruitful source of materials for my experiments. There are also some interesting and cryptic puzzles to be solved there. Igor is carving out quite a niche for himself in the gravestone business. You might say he is well on his way to becoming a rock star.
Lots of puns in this
Then again, you
game.
might not. Igor has had less work of late. The forest is just as dangerous, but there aren't very many people left in town who are stupid enough to go out there at night, you know. I like to think of it as a sort of evolution in action.
Alright. That's all we can do in here
Come
for
back
now.
and visit again. Oh, and if you see Igor, please tell him I still need the fluid.
Alright. We don't have to do the maze and all that stuff no more. Because we solved it. Let's go tell Igor we still need the fluid.
The headstone carver.
Oh! Igor! Oh, plenty jobs.
There's nothing to say yet about it. So we gotta do other stuff. Fighters could just break the door open instead of getting the key and all that stuff. I think mages could cast open door or force bolt and then open door.
Lock the door using the key the Burgomeister gave you. You pick up the rope and grapnel set and tie it onto your pack. Someone has deliberately scraped these marks into the ceiling.
It helps you work in your climbing too, I believe. Yeah.
There's no sign at all of a crack or seam in this case. You can't find any way to open it, or even a place to slip in your dagger. Are you kidding? You have trouble forcing a mayonnaise jar open, let alone a heavy case. You'll need to build up your strength before you can get through this one.
So that's where having a good strength comes in handy. You can smash the case.
You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. It's almost become a habit by now.
It's from the past games. I told you that the narrator said that. And that's why I was always saying it like I did. If you watched my first Quest for Glory playthrough. You can read the logbook.
You read in the
Here's some
adventurer's
interesting
log
things to say.
about some of the exploits of past adventurers in Mordavia. Prominent among them is the story of Piotr and the Dark One's cult. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells how he led the armies against the Chernovi cult outside the Dark One's cave. The fighters were trained soldiers, but the cult members fought like madmen. Suddenly, the cult members changed their forms and became grotesque monsters. Many of the soldiers panicked and ran. The battle was nearly lost. Then Piotr heard the voice of Erana. "By all my will, I banish you to..." The voice was cut off. The cult members screamed and ran. Piotr entered the cave and searched for some sign of life. All he could find were the grotesque remains of cult members. The only sign of Erana was her magical staff lying on the ground. Piotr picked it up and left the cave, knowing that Erana was beyond his help.
Erana's another character
Piotr
we
then
mentioned
tells
from before.
how he brought the staff
She's the
back
one that
to
had the
town
garden
and
of
placed it
flowers
in
in
the
Quest for
town
Glory
square.
1.
A garden of flowers instantly sprang up around it.
And
Near the end of the book,
Quest for Glory
Piotr
3,
tells
she
that
was in
he
charge
going
of,
to seek out
or
the
she
rituals of the Dark
made that one
and
area where
destroy
the elk and the leopard
There
were
are no
grazing
later entries.
by the oasis. You could put open desk drawer, but there actually isn't a desk drawer.
That would be a lot easier if the desk had a drawer.
I think you find gum. Oh. That's if you're not a thief. So we go to the hooks here. You put them in the right order, and then a secret passage opens up. I think it's like no. There we go. I knew they all faced opposite ways. So this is the Thieves Guild here.
You climb down the ladder into a seedy-looking room. A massive door blocks off a smaller room in the rear. This isn't as dusty as the Adventurers Guild, and the torches look recently lit. Your eye is drawn to the Thieves Guild recruiting poster on the back wall. It gives you fond memories of your home guild.
Alright, we'll come back here. I just wanted to solve the puzzle, show it to you. But we'll go back in there and see what's all in there. Let's go ahead and work on our strength. Real quick.
Any more weight might strain your... Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right. After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you feel better. Your legs are too...
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
Alright, let's go in the inn. Meet the townspeople. And then we're going to save it.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
Nothing like a good breakfast to get you off to a good start in the morning, especially when everything's laced with garlic. You pick at your plate in search of any leftover garlic.
And we'll talk to the townsfolks. See if you get... I'm not even going to mention it, but see if you know who they're impersonating.
I am Hans. Pleasure's all yours. I'm a farmer of pumpkins and corn and a person of great importance here in lovely Mordavia.
Listen, I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ivan, an elephant herder. Unfortunately, there are no more elephants in Mordavia, so business has kind of fallen off a tad.
Igor's not dead. The game must be messing up a bit.
Guys, is it just me or is Mordavia a wonderful place?
Oh, are you kidding? It's the greatest. There's many places to go, things to see. Are you kidding?
Right. Let's not forget that scenic cemetery to the east of town.
Everyone here's nothing but grins. Real friendly.
Yeah, except we don't know you. We don't like strangers.
Or anyone else that's weird and doesn't belong.
Rumors. You talking to me? What rumors?
Oh, there are no rumors here.
Unless you count the rumor that the castle is owned by...
Horse patootie. There are no rumors in Mordavia to speak of. The town of Mordavia is a quiet place.
Filled with friendly, joyful, stinky people.
Well, I'm not so sure about the friendly part. We tend to be very suspicious of strangers like you.
Yeah, well anyway, the town is filled with joyful and stinky people.
Yeah, happy, joyful, and stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't call us particularly joyful. As a matter of fact, most of us are pretty glum.
Oh, very well, all right then. Mordavia is filled with people, you know, stinky ones.
Yeah, many stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it many. There actually aren't very many of us around here.
Oh, forget it. Well, at least he stinks.
They stare at you in astonishment.
You say you are a hero. Well, we will judge you here by your actions rather than your words. Magic is a very dangerous thing. We do not trust those who use or are used by magic. Make certain you do not give us any more cause for alarm. The first door at the top of the stairs leads to your room. My wife will serve you supper in the evening.
Alright, we're going to save it here. And then I'm going to edit it and put it up for you guys to watch. So hopefully you enjoy that. That's probably about an hour of Quest for Glory 4. We'll go ahead and do them in like hour chunks. I've been trying to do 2 or 3 hour chunks, but that might be too much for you guys to watch. You know, I don't want you to get just completely bombarded with content, because I definitely provide you guys with well more than enough content. And then once I see that you guys start digesting through more of my stuff at a faster clip, then we'll go ahead and start doing things at a faster clip. I just don't want to get you guys, I don't want you guys to be overwhelmed, alright? Okay, so Saul Sunforged, for Perfect Storm Entertainment, sign out, game on, have a great day.